Jim McKinnon with Money Management. You know, I was just thinking, I did a lousy job back about, it's been almost 3 years ago. And I'm doing another lousy job in explaining to you to get ready for this coming economic earthquake. So I want to take you back to the first lousy job. And back 3 years ago, the IRS came out with something, and they said you could take up to $100,000 out of your retirement plan, IRA, 401k, 403, whatever it was. And you had to pay it back, but you paid it back over 3 years at no interest. At no interest. That's the first time that I'm ever aware in my 55 years of practicing that the IRS gave us an interest-free loan. And Kim, you were here back then. I mean, we did maybe 5, 10, 15 seminars on that and webinars on it.
Right.
And begged people to do it. Very few people did, if any. I did. And I took 100 out of mine, I took 100 out of Mignon, I put it into something that today, now I'm paying my last taxes on it this year. I paid taxes 1, 2, this is my 3rd year, and I'll be through. And I put it into something that'll never have taxes again. So I took out the 100,000, and let's just say I paid 25% taxes over 3 years. That's $25,000. So I paid $25,000 over 3 years. And now I've invested that. I invested the money back then in something that will never have taxes paid. I'll never pay taxes again. And the money's grown tax-free. And the money, what I had in the end is averaged close to 8% per year since then. So I now have more money than the original 100, actually 200. 100 times 2, so it'd be 200,000. Now I've got more money than the original 200. And I'll be through paying my taxes at the end of this year. Great deal. I can't tell you how much I emphasize you've got to do it by December 31st. To the best of my knowledge, we didn't have anybody. None of our clients called us. Nobody called us. Nobody did it. But January, right around the 1st of January, we got all kind of calls. Hey, I've been thinking about that interest-free loan the IRS is giving, and I want to do it. Sorry, Charlie, it don't work that way. You know, I said over and over and over again, you have to do it by December 31st. All right, why do I tell you about that? We've got a, in my opinion, an opinion of a lot smarter people than me, we've got an economic collapse coming, folks. We can't keep spending money that we don't have like we're spending it. You know, we're throwing money over to Iran. Is that Iran? No, is that right?
Oh, Ukraine?
Ukraine, I'm sorry. I can't even. We're throwing money to Iran too. Ukraine. We don't have. You know, we're writing that guy a check for billions of dollars. We don't have that money. Hey, here's a check for $1 billion. What do? We got to go print it. What's that going to lead to? Probably hyperinflation. We're getting close to it. Probably a depression. We're getting close to it. And you better get your money safe. It's coming. Just like that interest-free loan, you're going to wish you did, but, you know, good wishes, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. So I've done a very, very poor job up until now of putting a sense of urgency into people. Folks, I hope, you don't have to talk to me. Talk to somebody else that knows what they're talking about. I just don't know anybody else that knows it as well as I do. And I'm not saying that braggadociously. I mean, there are people that may know it as good as I do. I just don't know that. But you need to get ready, because money you've got in the market is going this way, I guarantee you. And I don't think it's going to be very long before it goes that way. Now, once it goes that way, then it straightens back out, and then over time it'll go back up. But what if you could keep it from going down? So what if instead of going this way, you could just sit and make nothing? In other words, you don't go down, you don't go up, you just make nothing for a while. And then eventually, like this, the market starts to go back up. Well, now you don't have that far to go. You don't have far to go at all, because you started out with, you got what you started out with. That's got to make sense, I hope. If it doesn't, I'm doing a very, very poor job. You know, give us a call. Kim, give them my number.
601-990-2390.
And I think I've got over here, Kim, can you get that? Or you can email me, www.moneymanagement.com, or you can text me at 601-757-6488. Hey, hope you have a great Monday. This is Jim and Kim. We'll see you tomorrow.